pumpkin spice lattes are about to get a latte more expensive.
Alert. 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 Another bad opinion.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm the listener's mom, and I just wanted to say that Another Bad Opinion is my favorite podcast.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Another Bad Opinion, your mother's favorite podcast. My name's Prentiss, and welcome to episode 10. That's right, we're in the double digits. I know you motherfuckers didn't think I was going to keep this up this long, but we're going. 100,000 episodes. I'm going to be doing this till I'm 70. Hopefully, I don't live... Oh, that's a rough place to start. That is a rough place to start the episode. I released a new song today. It's called February. It's out now if you want to listen to it. But I would imagine if you're listening to this podcast, you already know about the song. But releasing like a song or a podcast is cool. Because especially with music, you know, there's usually a long time before it comes out. And there's a lot of things that could happen the day of the release. And you think, man, I'm going to have a big release day. And then release day comes and none of it happens. And you just have to be like, well, okay, on to the next one. I mean, obviously you still promote it. You still do what you can. But, you know, it's one of those things. You're so excited. You're so proud of it. And then the day comes and it just never does what you want it to do. Just like this podcast. Every time I release it, I think maybe I'll start seeing more listeners this week. And it never happens. And who knows? Maybe I actually last I don't know. There was episode 8, I think, only got like 2 listeners on non-YouTube. And I think it didn't do well at all. So I think I was like, damn, this is the end. People are not going to listen. But then the last episode 9, got a fair amount of listeners. I think, you know, I spiked early, you know, because everyone's like, well, let's check out this weird podcast Ben's doing. So like episode 1, 2, 3 did really good. I had like 25 to 30 listeners on every episode. And then, you know, the people that weren't going to listen to it every week kind of left. And now I'm like building from ground zero. But it's episode 10. We've been doing this for like 2.5 months. Pretty crazy. It's cool to think we're in the double digits now. So clap yourself up. If big thank you to you if you've been here and you've listened to all 10 episodes. All 11 if you include the episode 0 episode. Crypto scammers have stolen a record $14 billion in 2021. I never even thought that crypto scammers could exist. I didn't think in a decentralized currency system anyone could steal money without being governed, you know? In a whole system that's based on the fact that there's no regulation, no government, I didn't think that any crimes could be committed and nobody is guilty. You know, nobody has to go to jail, serve time. I didn't realize you could just steal money from people. And because the whole system is founded in the fact that there is no regulation, anything bad could happen. So you know what? You know what I realized with this story, actually? Crypto scammers stealing $14 billion. And when you think of like Jeff Bezos and you think of Mark Zuckerberg and you think of Elon Musk and you think of the things they do, I don't think I'll ever be rich unless I turn into a really bad person. I think you do have to be a little bad to be rich because I think you have to know that you're profiting off other people's poorness. I don't know if that's the right word, but, you know, you're taking money from somewhere. You know, if you have a ton of money, the money's coming from somewhere. If you're like rich because you do art, that's different. I think that's noble and honorable. I think if I got a ton of money from corporations by reading ads on this podcast, it would be honorable, and I think I would be able to do whatever I want with that money and not have to give it to anybody. and that would be honorable because I'm an artist. But if you're just like a tech guy and you're just feeding off, capitalism, what I'm saying is if you weren't bringing joy, I don't know, I guess phones bring joy to my life. I probably should have said that in a much more, I think, ooh, my brain's moving fast today. Can you tell? I think one of my biggest problems with podcasting is I'll stop in the middle of my thought and just jump to another one. And it's kind of hard for you guys to keep up because I'm not explaining what's going on in my head. So I think I just need to slow it down a little. I'm still figuring it out. It's episode 10. We're figuring it out. Just slow it down, not the pace down. You don't want to bore people, Ben. But you want to, this feels like a conversation I could have not while I'm recording. Climate change could wipe out all of the coffee bean. Could wipe out the coffee bean is what I wrote. I just can't read. I do write notes. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that I kind of prepare for this? Hundreds of thousands of acres of the coffee bean has been wiped out by extreme weather. This was from the Bloomberg opinion. This is before I get into the story. I just think I need to say a disclaimer. I'm going to say it once. I don't do much research on these news stories. It could be wrong. It's a comedy podcast. If you're getting your news from me, that's a bad idea. I just tell jokes. Kind of. Hundreds of thousands of acres of the coffee bean has been wiped out by extreme weather. And apparently, coffee prices will go up in 2022. They're apparently trying to start like building a hybrid plant kind of thing. You know how science works. They're going to try to make a plant that can withstand the weather for coffee. But that means your pumpkin spice lattes are going to be more expensive. I don't think this is very significant news because if we've seen what Starbucks has done for this country, it's not going to stop anybody from buying coffee. Starbucks is so ingrained in people's mind. Prices can go up by like $10 for a venti latte, and no one's going to care. Everyone's still just going to pay $10 extra for their coffee. There's so many cheaper ways to get coffee, but people still go to Starbucks and buy expensive coffee because, hey, they're doing it right, I guess. Starbucks knows how to market themselves. They know how to make some coffee. I'm not hating on capitalism here. Okay, if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I definitely don't hate billionaire CEOs. I don't really hate them. I'm pretty indifferent. I just think that they should give more of their money away. That's all. I don't hate them. I get it. You want to be rich? I want to be rich. I think it'd be cool to be a billionaire. I don't think I would need $1 billion, but shit. If somebody wanted to give me $1 billion, I'll take it. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to buy a yacht. Yeah, you bet your ass I'm going to buy a yacht. COVID hit a record high 9.5 million cases last week. I'm recording this on Friday, so it's, I guess, 2 weeks from Monday. So, 2 weeks ago, COVID, maybe this week's going to be even higher. 9.5 million cases globally of COVID in 1 week. So, that's cool. It's not like this thing's been around for 2 years and no one's done anything about it. That's cool. It's not like, the major countries of the world have handled this so poorly that is there ever going to be any help? Are we ever going to get out of sight? It's not like half of a country is so unwilling to, get regulated by the government, not get vaccinated, just do the bare minimum to maybe stop this thing and save some lives, that this ever goes away. So strap in, baby. It's only getting worse. 2023 is not going to see the light of day. None of us will see 2023. Apparently, this one's not as deadly, according to conversations I've had. I've never actually read an article about it, but I've heard it from people. So now I'm telling you. Apparently, it's not as deadly. I'm so good at journalism. I came into school as a journalism major. I did. I came into college as a journalism major and quickly was like, nah, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun at all. I saw Spider-Man, No Way Home. I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, but I'm not really a Marvel guy. I'm not a superhero person. I've never really been into the whole thing. Spider-Man No Way Home, I'll say, I think Spider-Man No Way Home hit because I already saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I was like, this is a good movie. Like, I don't care. I think it was Joker, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man No Way Home, and now I'm like, I'll check out the Avengers. I'm probably going to watch the Avengers tonight. And if you want to hear about my thoughts, let me know in the comments section or text me or leave a review saying, I want to hear your opinions on the Avengers. And then I'll definitely have to watch it. What's up with the Elmo hype? I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this, but it seems like every social media platform I'm on right now is covered in Elmo. It's TikTok is just, I'm so nervous that it's just my For You page. I'm so nervous that other people's pages aren't flooded with Elmo. But so much of my For You page is Elmo. And it's that balsamic vinegar thing. And I don't get it. I feel like the whole world right now is living out like a childhood trauma kind of episode, if that makes sense. I feel like everyone's just kind of like going deep into their childhood. Something's wrong with their childhood, and they're trying to get it back with all this Elmo hype. I feel like everyone's kind of trying to enjoy Elmo because they couldn't when they were younger, and it feels weird. I think it's odd. Maybe I'm just an asshole for thinking that adults can't enjoy Elmo. Elmo's cool. I'll admit it. I enjoy it a little bit. I just feel like it's a lot. It's a lot of Elmo right now. What's up with Elmo right now? What is up with Elmo right now? Ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, it's time for our advice segment. And that means we read advice. We read advice off r/advice. This is the problem when I have things on my phone, is that I'll like see an email or something and then my brain will go dead. I'm getting advice today from Reddit, but I don't have to get it from Reddit every week, because if you want advice from me, you can email bengivemebadadvice@gmail.com. bengivemebadadvice@gmail.com. You can email that email with your little story, what you need advice on, and I can give you advice on the podcast. It helps me, and it'll not really help you because the advice won't be good, but it'll be funny. You'll be able to laugh away the pain. Anyway, this does come from r/advice. I went on a date with a girl and she left after eating. By the way, I haven't really read this. I kind of skimmed it just to make sure there's not anything fucked up, but I'm 20 and I'm currently trying to date, but it's very hard since I'm very short, 5'6". That's how he started it off. I'm trying to date, but it's very hard since I'm very short, 5'6". And in my state, guys seem to be really tall. It's not your state, buddy. You're just 5'6". Every state, you're short. There's not a state out there that 5'6" isn't short. I'm sorry, buddy. Look, I'm 5'9", 5'10". I'm not a tall guy by any means. I get it. I've been called short before. It's not fun, but your state isn't the issue here. And it doesn't help that short guys are really getting trashed pretty hard on TikTok. That's just your For You page, homie. I don't think or they just don't hit the same for me when I see them. Maybe I see those and I just think that's kind of funny, but for you it really stings. I ended up matching with a girl. We started talking and eventually she asked for my height. Oh, sorry. That's rough. I'm sorry, bud. That's actually shitty. How tall are you? I know your heart just dropped. Hey, by the way, how tall are you? I'm 5'6". I hate when people ask me that. It makes me feel bad, and I'm not even 5'6". I'm way taller than your short ass. Fuck you. I told her and was expecting her to stop talking to me, but she didn't. We set up a date, and I was really nervous, but also excited. I haven't been on a date before, so this was my first. I made sure I looked nice and picked a nice restaurant. She got to the restaurant, but everything felt different. She wasn't engaging much in conversation and seemed disinterested. It was 30 minutes of me trying to stir up conversation, but she wasn't interested, I guess. She left to use the bathroom, but after a few minutes, I realized she left. It was a pretty expensive meal, too. I see tall guys around campus in relationships, and I don't think I'll get to experience that. I just don't feel good about myself anymore. Hey, man. It's not... I guess, yeah. Tall guys probably do get more relationships. You'll find the right one. You'll find the right one. For now, I would just focus on trying to be taller. There's a lot of pseudoscience out there that you could probably stretch yourself a little bit, go up to space, be a little taller there, work on your spine, work on, your posture, figure out ways to make yourself seem taller even though you're short as fuck. I get that you're tiny as shit, and I get that you're a short little dude and you're like a little tiny person. Work on being taller is my advice. I also think you probably shouldn't just talk about how tall guys get all the love at your date. She's already going out with you. She's okay with you being short. Don't just sit there and be like, I don't know why tall guys always get the love. I don't know why tall guys always get the women and you love tall guys and blah, blah, blah the whole time. Because obviously she's going to leave. I've known you for a whole 5 minutes now. And it seems like all you talk about is how tall guys rule the world and you're short. You got to rewrite the manual. Be funny. That's my advice. Be funny. You're not going to get her on the looks. You got to just be funny. Go take some comedy classes. Do some improv. Every woman loves a short guy that does improv. So, all right, guys. My official advice is be taller and be funny. Be taller and be funny. Then you'll get women. Okay. That was episode 10. A little long today. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope that, maybe we can start pushing to 16, 18 minutes every week. Maybe after that, push, every 10 episodes or so, we up it by a couple minutes. Maybe one day we'll be hitting 30-minute episodes. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. Let me know if that was enjoyable or if I should keep it simple. If I should just shut the fuck up. It's hard enough to get you guys to listen in the first place. Give me 10 minutes max. Don't say that. That would make me feel so bad. Say, yeah, we want 2 hours. 2 hours. We want 2 hours every week, Ben. No, I hope this was enjoyable. I felt good about it other than the couple times where my brain stopped working. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to edit it out because I got stuff to do today. So I don't really have that much time to edit. But if you did enjoy, hey, drop a little review. Hit that 5-star. Hit that like button. Whatever you're on. You just help a brother. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Tell your dogs. Play it for your dog a couple times. What could go wrong? Your dog would love listening to me. Just play it for your dog on YouTube. Let it run a couple times. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Play it for your dog. If you play this for your dog, let me know your dog's name and let me know their opinion on it. How many times did they bark? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys next week. Stay hydrated.
Let's go.